This
SAP
conference will now be recorded.
End users will be posting transactions and creating master data, means the data which is used to create the transactions, the creation of master data and the creation of transaction data. We use SAP Easy Access Screen, and in production system, only the end users will access this Easy Access Screen. So as SAP consultants, we have authorization to display the data. That's it. We cannot modify or we cannot create in Easy Access Screen. Okay, and we have one more screen to configure all the basic settings which are required for business transactions or creation of master data or all. So we go to IMG screen. IMG stands for implementation guide. So go to tools, customizing, means we are modifying the existing standard SAP according to the business requirement. That's why it's a customizing. IMG SPRO, execute project. So here we'll execute this one and I click on reference IMG. So this is a IMG screen or SPRO screen, or we can also call as customizing screen, where we are doing all the business required configuration settings or changes here. Okay, so we'll be having access for this screen in a production system also, but only in a display access. Means we can just view, we cannot modify or we cannot create a new configuration changes in the real-time environment. Okay, only in the development system we have access where we can do the modifications according to the business requirement and with reference to the business concern. Okay. Any questions about these two screens, Easy Access and IMG? Hello?
Clear, sir.
So I cannot hear.
Hari.
Maybe it's a fault from my headset or what?
We are clear, Hari.
Yes, sir. Please come here.
Clear, Hari.
Hello?
Hey, you're audible, Hari.
You are audible, Hari.
I couldn't hear you anyway.
No, Hari, clear ga undi.
I think the issue happened on my headset itself. Okay.
Something to me as well.
Okay. Am I audible now?
Yes.
వినిపిస్తుంది హరి గారు.
Hari,
Yeah.
you are audible.
It's issue with my headset, so I cannot hear you. But fine, you are here. You are able to hear me, right? One sec, let me change my set. Take time. Fine, leave it. I found my mistake.
Okay. Sometimes happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, from morning 7 a.m. batch also I couldn't understand what happened. I was just keep on talking, but I couldn't understand. Okay, fine.
Yeah, Hari, actually, I was going through the table, user access table. In that table, consultant will not have the easy access, right?
Yeah,
Like no
consultant will not have access for easy access, not for easy access,
production.
like the transactions in the easy access screen. Like
So
see,
transactions,
if
yeah,
it is
it's
a
in Java,
production system,
right?
yeah, if it is a production system, okay, consultant cannot create a journal entry. Are you clear now? He cannot create any transaction data or a master data. Anything cannot be created by a consultant in the production system. We have
In,
access only to see the data, what is created, what is modified.
in development system also, when the consultant will
In
not have
yeah,
easy access.
yeah, in development system also we have easy access, but we don't test in that system. So let me show you the table again.
Yeah, in table only. I was going to the table, I got confused.
Mm, yeah, nothing to get confused. Yeah, let me clear. Mm, what is this FI sheet? Mm. Here, just try to understand this table. We will be having only view access. Okay, and in development, no testing will be done. No testing.
Okay, only no testing, but
Yeah.
consultant will have the access to the easy access.
Yes, yes. See, once you log in into system, it will navigate you to easy access screen only. If I log in into system, the first screen what you are looking is easy access. The first screen is your easy access only. Okay. This is your base screen. From here only you will travel to any other screens. Or you will navigate to any other screens. Okay, there is a base screen, point one. But when we are talking about a production system, authorizations or access is important for us. Okay, only display access. Okay, I cannot write that like a transactions. Okay, for your understanding, I can take master data and transactions. Okay, transactions means the journal entries, whatever we are posting.
Hari, some noise is coming from the back.
Yeah, from one of our students. Yep. Hope it is clear now. Okay. Only display access or view access for master data, transaction data, and also you can write configurations. Clear now? The same thing. Only
Clear.
display access view for configurations. We cannot do any changes here. It's only view access here. Coming to the production, only display access for configurations. Customizations or configuration, both are same, don't get confused. Okay, here only display access for master data and transactions data. We cannot create, but yes, for testing, 1 minute. Okay, for testing, yes, we have access. For testing, we create master data and transaction data. Okay, Yes, testing. Okay, for testing, we have we create. Okay, clear now? And in development system, we'll be having a data, but for configuration purpose, we don't do testing in system. Okay, we don't do testing. Hope it is clear now. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's clear.
Hmm?
Clear,
Yes,
Hari
yes.
sir. Clear.
Find the same here also. Real-time transactions, real-time master data will be created by end users in the production system. In testing, UAT, the same whatever the data we are doing here. So that will be done by the end users called as a UVT or UAT. Okay, just correct it. So if you are confused, so please correct this one. So here you just write yes based on business requirement. Thanks. We do configurations. Only with the business concern only we do all these things. Okay. So whatever the changes, even if you are suggesting any changes regarding the business requirement, that changes also has to be confirmed with the business. Okay, so there will be some changes where we'll be suggesting for a quick access or something else. Okay, we as a part of innovation ideas on something, we'll give suggestions to the business, but that too has to be approved by the business. Okay, make a note. You just, if you are trying to change a dot, the dot also has to be done with business concern. Okay, we should be very careful and we should be very informative to the client. That's why we don't have a freedom till now. So celebrating Independence Day is not it's not applicable for IT consultants. Okay, fine. So now here today we are going to discuss about organization structure. So but before going to organization structure, okay, fine, people who are already working, that is good. But for others, a simple question I just want to ask you, like I want to create a journal entry, leave about SAP and terms and other things, whatever it is, just leave about these things. Yeah. So I want to create a journal entry. What is this lines, etc., coming today? Like salaries, account, data to bank account. So I want to post this transaction on a paper, or I want to record this one. So can anyone tell what are the basic requirements for me to create?
We have to create bank account ledger.
Yeah, please tell.
Pro forma.
What pro forma?
ఇలా సార్ తెలుగులో చెప్పొచ్చా సార్?
First, we have
Yeah,
to create general ledger account in salary account. Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
First, we have to create GL salary account.
That will be in our books.
Create bank.
It's just GL to GL, okay? Not about account. It's a
Yes,
GL account to GL account, okay?
Okay.
So what are the other things we require? So with this understanding, you'll come to know what we have to do in the system.
We need to
House
get the
bank,
basic
need to house
details of
bank, house bank.
Mhm.
We have to
Name
prepare
of
two
the
ledger.
employee require controller.
Mm.
We have to create a new bank first.
Yeah, I'm posting to GL, man. I don't want any bank account. I'm just recording a journal entry, that to GL. I'm not creating any bank or something else. It's just a journal entry to GL account to GL account. That's it.
Capture it.
Mm.
First, we need to create the master data actually, like the salaries at bank. Then,
Mm.
same time, we will also create the ledgers. We need
Yeah.
to create a separate ledgers. Then we will
Okay.
post the entry. That entry will go to the ledgers.
Yeah. Sorry to stopping you because see, we are talking about, you are telling about in SAP point of view. I'm asking the general information, like in a paper, not about SAP or not about anything. On a paper, if I want to write a journal entry, let us take for your understanding, write a journal entry that you posted salary with the bank account.
Actually, month end we have to. We create salaries payable to salaries account. After that,
Okay.
salaries payable to bank account. Actually, normal entry.
Hmm. I ask, what are the basic requirements?
Um,
Whatever the
Basic.
transaction you have post, you need a company first. Okay. So someone said pro forma, but there he stopped. I don't know why the reason exactly.
సార్
So in the
తెలుగులో
pro
చెప్దాం
forma,
అనుకున్నా సార్.
first we need a company. చెప్పినా నీ పర్మిషన్ ఇచ్చినా కదా. First we
సార్
need a company. Without a company, to whom you will post the GL accounts. Whatever you create, whatever you do, first you have to prepare with the company. Right? Correct or wrong?
Right.
Yes, sir. Correct.
So first we need a company. For example, we write this in the pro forma point of view. We will write ABC Limited journal entries. Right? We need a company first. So it's a part of organization structure in SAP. So when it's come to SAP settings, okay, it is a part of organization structure. We call also as enterprise. It's a global language. PRISC, right? Enterprise structure. It's a global language. First, we need enterprise structure. Then, what is the meaning of journal entries theoretically? Record of transaction in a chronological order. What is meant by chronological order? Means the simple, the day-to-day transactions, whatever we are
sequence
recording.
order.
Yeah. So it means that we need a calendar. What calendar we are using? One second, it's a network issue. Remote desktop network issue. Sorry. 4, 5. Here also we can discuss, leave about that one. What is this? Your names are coming here. Uh, company code, right? We just try to write it ABC Limited. So as a in SAP settings, as a first part, we have to define org structure. Organization structure we will also call as enterprise. Okay, so we commonly use enterprise structure in SAP. Okay, just for understanding, I will be talking about organization structure, but in real time we call as enterprise structure. Okay. And next one is we are preparing entries, salaries, account, debtor to bank account, right? So we need a date here. We are posting a date. For example, 28/02/2022. That means, so we need a calendar here, which is called as, in accounting point of view, we call as fiscal year. We call as fiscal year, not PHY. It's a fiscal, FIS.
Yeah, we know. Sir.
Okay, fiscal year. So it depends upon the business to business. Like if you are in India, we use April to March. If you are in US, but globally we use calendar year. Okay, for a global business, make a note. For global business, we use calendar year. We use calendar year. It's like Jan to December.
Gregorian.
But in SAP, we have a feasibility to extract country-specific reports. Okay.
Fiscal year means it's a accounting year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Accounting. That's why I said in accounting point of view, we say as fiscal year.
In our terms, financial year.
In our terms, assessment year. Tax point of view or posting point of view, call as assessment year, because we are calculating our transactions, net profit, net income, and all from April to March. Okay. So if you go traditionally, why it is April to March means in India our year starts in April. Like there is a day, like from location to location there is a festival. So it's a we can say agriculture calendar. April to March is India's agriculture calendar. Okay. Fine. So now we have a calendar. Next, we need to prepare the list of GL accounts. Okay. So before that, we have to control our transactions in the system periodically. That means system has to allow only the current accounting period transactions. Okay. We need to control to allow postings only in the current accounting period. We have to maintain this setting in SAP system, because we know that the transactions which for February we have to post only in the February month. We cannot include any March transactions or any February or any January transactions, right? If you are in February, we will post only February month transactions. That is our accounting control, or accounting, as per accounting principle also, we have to follow this same tradition, right? Am I clear? If you are in February, you are supposed to record only the February month transactions, isn't it? Will you post January or a March month transactions?
No,
Is
no.
it is it
No,
possible?
Harish.
It's wrong, right? So that means system doesn't know, right? We have to give the instructions to the system. That's why along with the after creating the calendar, we are giving this control to allow postings only in the current accounting period. Okay, so what we call it as that we'll learn going further. So what are the settings related to the transactions? By seeing the transactions, we have to understand what are the settings can be done in SAP. So to post a recording, we need our structure. To post your recordings, we need a calendar and date. This one we control. That means in a calendar, there will be 12 accounting periods. So system has to allow only the current accounting period for transactions or postings. Clear? Any questions?
సార్ ఇప్పుడు ఏమైనా మామూలుగా ఇప్పుడు JVC ఏమైనా మిస్ అయితే మనం ఎంట్రీ చేసుకోవడానికి మళ్ళీ ఉంటుందా సార్ ఆప్షన్ లేదా?
Come again, మళ్ళీ చెప్పండి.
సార్ ఏదైనా ఇప్పుడు రికన్సిలేషన్ మనకి ఎంటర్ చేయలేదు అనుకోండి, అది ఇప్పుడు మళ్ళీ ఇప్పుడు లాస్ట్ మంత్ జనవరి ఐదర్ డిసెంబర్ది ఏదైనా కరెక్షన్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ ఇప్పుడు మిస్ అయ్యింది, బట్ ఇప్పుడు మనం ఎంట్రీ చేసుకోవడానికి ఉంటుందా సార్ ఆప్షన్? అలా ఉండదు.
ఎస్ ఉంది, కరెక్ట్ అడిగారు. సో హియర్ we have special posting periods. For year-end adjustments. For year-end adjustments. Okay, make a note. Maximum 4 special periods. ఇంతకన్నా ఎక్కువ చేయడం లేదు. Maximum 4 special periods.
మీన్స్ సార్ అర్థం కాదు. మీన్స్ 4 స్పెషల్ పీరియడ్ మీన్స్ సార్
అడ్జస్ట్మెంట్స్ కోసమే మీరు అడిగారుగా, జస్ట్ నౌ యు ఆస్క్డ్, రైట్? So for a year, if there is any corrections required, like for example, so January month transactions, I missed a few things which I cannot include technically, but yes, you can include in the special periods. So along with the 12 accounting periods, we have 4 special periods. Okay, here we have 12 accounting periods, right? Here along with the 12 accounting periods, we have 4 special periods for year-end adjustments. అడిషనల్ గా 4 ఉంటాయి, అడిషనల్ గా 4 క్రియేట్ చేస్తాం. we create 4 additionally for purpose of only for year-end adjustments related to your GL transactions, like entries adjustments, customer transactions, vendor and material related. For assets, there is no adjustment. Okay.
Okay. Sir, can you briefly explain, sir, 4 special period means, particular ఏదైనా month లో ఉంటుందా సార్? అర్థం కాలేదు అది.
And then చెప్తాను. Just right for your question. Yes, we have a provision for with the 4 special periods. ఎలా అనేది నేను చెప్తాను. ఓకే
ఓకే ఓకే
డీటెయిల్ వెళ్తే టాపిక్ డివైడ్ అవుతుంది.
ఇట్స్ ఓకే సార్.
ఓకే, సో ఫర్ ఇయర్ ఎండ్ అడ్జస్ట్మెంట్స్ we have four special periods for year end adjustments. Okay, for any adjustment transactions we use 4 special periods. Fine. Now ABC Limited salaries we posted. Now I need the list of GL accounts where system can pick while posting the entries. For that we create chart of accounts. What is this? Fine. Chart of accounts means the list of GL accounts. We have to create the list of GL accounts which are used for transaction purpose in the system. So under this chart of accounts, we are differentiating our GL accounts. We are differentiating GL accounts as assets, liabilities, expenses, and revenues, etc. Okay, so for that we'll be creating account groups. Okay, using account groups, using GL account groups.
Hari, what is that? Assets, liabilities, expenses, and
Revenues, I think I give it revenues.
we are
It is not visible since.
revenues.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, assets level. So etc. We have a, we can create or we can differentiate with any name based on your business requirement. Like for if you want to create a separate account group for materials or inventories, we can create. Okay. Usually we don't create as assets. We create as current assets, current liabilities like that. Yeah. So we are differentiating account groups. 5E, you can say 5A GL account groups. Clear? Now, when we are talking about the transactions, these are the basic settings what we have to do. Few more settings are there which we are learning at a configuration settings. Okay. So now, so whenever I'm posting any transaction, system has to differentiate what type of a transaction it is. System has to differentiate what type of a transaction it is, like it's a customer invoice or it's a vendor payment or it's a asset purchase or a asset depreciation. So we might be knowing by seeing the entry, we can say it's a depreciation or purchase or, but how system can automatically find out? There should be some information so that based on your instructions, system will differentiate the entry, isn't it? System itself cannot differentiate any transaction. We have to give instruction to the system like, boss, you have just to differentiate my transactions with this element or with this object. You just differentiate all my transactions. That we have to give instructions to the system, right? So we have to create document type. Create document type to differentiate the business transactions. Example, you can write GL posting, example, vendor invoice, vendor payment, or you can also write asset purchase, purchase order. So of course, for other modules also there are document types. Okay, so asset purchase, asset depreciation, asset sale, asset scrap,
Like scrap sale.
whatever it might be. So like this, for every transaction, system has to differentiate it. So using document type. Okay. So in a transaction, we have, when we call it a journal entry, if there is a debit line and a credit line with equal amount, then only we call it as a journal entry. If not, we don't call it as general entry, right? So will you post only with a debit line? So this line is not available. Then do we call it as a journal entry?
No.
Right? Then only it's a journal entry, isn't it? So it has to differentiate your line items while posting the transactions. So for that, we create posting keys. Okay, let me highlight this lines. Okay, this one. I'm just highlighting so that you will be having some understanding. So it's a control to allow the postings only in the current accounting period. And for your understanding, it's a note. Okay. So next one is chart of accounts, list of GL accounts. Document type. Again, remember, these are not the final steps. For every step, we have a additional settings, additional information to be learned. This for glance. Okay. Just for basic understanding, to just to make you adapt for SAP terminology. Okay, what are the points we have to configure to post an entry? This is the basic information for you. These are the final.
Okay, Hari.
Yeah, posting keys. We have posting keys to differentiate the business transaction line items. To differentiate the business transactions line item as debit and credit. Posting keys. Okay. Next one. I need a control. It's a hierarchy level, isn't it? So I cannot give authorizations to all my users to allow the unlimited amounts or something else. Or for example, if there is an accounting clerk, I give authorization only to post up to 1,000 rupees. I cannot allow more than that amount. I have one more audit assistant who is like the person who approves all the financial transactions and like that. So I'll be giving access for 1 lakh rupees. That means I have to control my end users to post for a specific amount in the transactions. Okay. So that is called tolerance group, which is more important. Tolerance group. Control the amount of transactions. Control the amount to be posted in the transactions. Posted in the transactions for end users. I have to give control. I cannot allow every user to post for a certain amount. I maintain some limit. Okay, that is done through tolerance group, which is mandatory in SAP. Because everything I have to give instruction to the system, then only it will work in a process. Else it won't allow, or it will behave like other things. Without any control, it will be posting the transactions. So that means I have to control my system. Are you clear? So these are the basic steps what we have to create in our SAP system to post this simple transaction, which we are going to learn in our GL module. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now let us understand in SAP, transactions are posted. Transactions means entries, accounting entries. In our understanding, make it in brackets, you can write accounting entries are posted based on account types. Based on account types. So we have 5 account types. We have 5 account types. We have 5 account types. 1 GL account types, general ledger account types. Okay, and this is the code we are using. S stands for GL accounts. Okay, vendor account types. Vendor account type, it is K. Customer account type, D. Assets, A. And material, M. Okay, so these are the 5 account types which are created in a differentiated all your transactions and posted in that way. Okay, so based on this account types, we have configuration settings, and accordingly we will do the changes in the system. So for as a base understanding, as a basic understanding, I'll show you here. See, so here like this. So we have a golden principles of accounts, right? Like a nominal accounts, personal accounts, and real accounts. So based on this, SAP has differentiated into 5 accounts, all nominal accounts. All the GL accounts will be posted here. All GL is transactions. So coming to the personal accounts like vendor and customers, they are differentiated as like this: accounts payables and account receivables, which are posted with vendor master cards and customer master cards. Similarly, assets, the real transaction, real accounts, assets, and materials. For materials, we have separate modules called logistic modules like MM, WM, SD, and PP. And in S4 HANA, a new account type is also added called S for secondary cost, not specifically S, secondary cost. Okay, so if you want, you can write this table also for your understanding purpose. For people who are already working in SAP, only these 5 account types they can understand. But for coming from school like colleges and all, so you just write this one, you can understand this one clearly. Are you clear?
Yes,
Clear,
Hari.
Hari.
Fine, so we'll stop here and we'll continue in the next session for creating the org structure. Okay, so
Okay,
hope you
okay.
are clear with how the accounts are differentiated in SAP and what are the steps we have to follow to post a transaction. Okay, it is clear now. So from tomorrow onwards, we'll do steppings in the system regarding our org structure.
Yes,
Fine.
Hari. Okay.
Chalo. See you tomorrow. Bye. Happy
Yeah,
Monday.
bye.
Thank you,
Happy
sir.
Monday, Hari.